Hi everyone. Good morning, all of you. Very good morning to all of you. Yeah, I'm fine. How you all are doing? Okay, good. It's great to see all of you. So, yesterday, yesterday I was teaching. I've complete yesterday I've completed properties on logarithms. Yeah, hello everyone. Now, am I audible? Yeah, good morning, all of you. Yeah, got disconnected. Sorry. So now, so yesterday I have told you about the properties of logarithms, and it was clear to everybody. I have discussed many problems. I have discussed DPP, and let's start. After that, let us understand few more concepts. So first of all, there is a notation sigma. What sigma stands for? It means beta summation. It means summation. And there is one more notation pi. It stands for multiplication or product. Multiplication or product. Suppose it's being asked sigma r is suffix, r is varying from 1 to n. I can write it as r is equal to 1 a1, a2, a3 till an. Suppose pi r is varying from 1 to n. It means a1 into a2 till an. I hope it is clear. Yeah, it is pi beta. Huh? Tomorrow's exam is only based on logarithm. Okay, beta. All right. No, it's not a new chapter. It's just a concept. Maybe you can see a symbol like that. So how will you do that? Just I've explained this. Okay. So suppose there is a problem. Suppose there is a problem. Pi r is varying from 3 to 26. I'm saying log base r plus 1 is equal to 3 power x. Suppose this is question. We have to find the value of x. Let's see who will give the answer first. No, there will be no exam based on sets or inequalities tomorrow. So question is pi r is varying from 3 to 26 log base r plus 1 is equal to 3 power x. Let's see who will give the answer first. No, Akshita, not 3. Yeah, now Akshita, you are correct. 1 is correct answer. Very good, Shreya Reddy. Shobhit, not 0, it is 1. Srivardhan, very nice. Akhil, very good. Okay, now I hope everyone will get this. Now I'm going to solve this. Yeah, now everyone is giving the correct answer. Very nice, all of you, beta. Now I'm going to rub this. And very good, Shreya, you got the correct answer first. Very appreciable. Now, how to do this? I have told you the symbols, what it represents. Now, if I put r is equal to 3, I will be getting log base 3, 4. R is equal to 3, I'll get this. multiplied by r is equal to 4, I will get log base 4, 5. Put r is equal to 5, I'll get log 6 base 5. So you can see base 3, 4, 5 and so on till last term. On last term, put r is equal to 26, you will get log 27 base 26 and it is equal to 3 power x. Till here, I hope it is clear. Now, by base change theorem, I can write it as log 4 upon log 3 into log 5 upon log 4 into log 6 upon log 5 into log 7 upon log 6, and this pattern will keep going on till last term log 27 upon log 26, and before that what is there, log 26 upon log 25. I hope you all observe the pattern. These all things are in multiplication. Now in next step you will get the answer, it is equal to 3 power x, it is mentioned. Now you can see that every numerator and alternate denominator gets cancelled out like this and so on. So what remains is this term and this term. So I can write log 27 upon log 3, it is equal to 3 power x. So I can write it as log 27 by base change theorem, it is 3 power x. Its value is 3. So it implies 3 power x is equal to 3, x is equal to 1. I hope you all understood this. So this symbol can be used so you won't get confused. If you see something like pi and you start putting the value pi is equal to 3.14, it is not that pi. Okay, it's a symbol which represents multiplication. Understood, beta? Should I rub this? Should I rub this? Okay, Tushar, I'm not rubbing. Okay, Vinatna. Now I hope everybody has written. Now can I rub? Yeah, Satvik, we will do. Today I'll discuss a few more things in log, like log inequalities and many more things. Okay, I'm going to rub. I hope you all have written. Yeah. Now, after this, one more important thing I want to explain. Look at this. If there is a number x and I'm adding it with its reciprocal, that is 1 by x. So x plus 1 by x, it is always greater than or equal to 2. Very important point, it is always greater than equal to 2 if x is positive. If x is positive. And minimum value of x plus 1 over x is 2, and it happens when x is equal to plus 1. Second point, remove this. Second point is x plus 1 by x, it is less than or equal to minus 2 if x is negative, and maximum value of x plus 1 by x in this case is minus 2, and it happens when x is equal to minus 1. Okay, these two concepts you have to remember. These two concepts you have to remember. Write down this. So if number is positive and I'm taking its reciprocal and adding both of them, then I can say that their sum will always be greater than 2. And the minimum value is 2, and it happens when that number is 1. And if number is negative, then x plus 1 by x is always less than or equal to minus 2. Its maximum value is minus 2, happens when x is equal to minus 1. This concept is clear to everybody? Should I rub? Pranathi, DPP I have explained yesterday. Pranathi, DPP 4 I have discussed yesterday. Yeah, Devamsh. And even if you are having any doubt, yeah, Muhammad Ayan, actually it was a bit late. That's why it hasn't been given from my side. So today you will get problems on logarithm. And in the class, I will discuss many problems today. So this you have to remember. Now, what is its use? It is of very much use, and it can be used in any problem, in any in any topic. It can be applied if questions is based on that. Suppose there is an expression 2 power x plus 1 by 2 power x. We can see that we know that 2 power x is positive. We all know that a power x is greater than 0. It means I can say that 2 power x is positive. So this sum will always be greater than or equal to what, beta? 2. I hope you understood this. So I can say that this is equal to 2 when it is equal to 2 when this number is equal to 1. If 2 power x is equal to 1, that is, I can say that x will be equal to 0. Put x is equal to 0, 2 power 0, 1, 2 power 0, 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. Is it clear, beta? It's clear to everybody? Fine. Okay, I'm rubbing this and I'm giving you a problem. Let's see who will do it correctly first. Just a second. Question is, the number n, and it is given n is equal to 1 upon log pi base 2 plus 1 upon log pi base 6. 1 upon log pi base 2 plus 1 upon log pi base 6. It is a number. It is less then it is a multiple correct, and I'm giving you the options 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see who will give the answer first. Multiple correct, there can be many options. You can see these types of questions in multiple correct in JEE exam. Okay, so the something is less than or greater than what, and therefore multiple choices are given. It is multiple correct, more than one options can be correct. Okay, let's see who will give the answer first. I have started getting the answers. Okay, many students are giving the answer. That's very nice. Okay, okay. I can watch everybody's answer. BD, BCD, less than 2, AB, B, AB. All options are correct. Okay. Okay, the correct option is, okay, let me solve it, beta. Huh? Okay, many answers I'm getting. That's very good. And let me see who has given the correct answer first. Hmm, hmm. Okay, now look at this, beta. First of all, we have to identify and evaluate, simplify this. Okay, look at this. Look at this, beta. How to proceed? First of all, there are two logs. We have to make base of log same. In order to do so, we have to take this to numerator, and I will get log 2 base pi plus log 6 base pi. It will be equal to what beta? Log m plus log n is log mn. Now base is same. I can apply the formula log m plus log n is log mn. Now we have to find the value of log 12 to the base pi. Now look at this beta. We can see that the number 12, we have to identify what in what powers of pi it is lying in between. Pi square, the value of pi square is what? If I find the value of pi square, it will be around what? 3.14 into 3.14. Understand? And you will get 9.8 something like this, huh? And if you calculate, yeah, 3.14 into 3.14 into, if you are taking cube of this, all right, then you will be getting 30 point something. 30 point something. So I can say that this value is lying between pi square and pi cube. Why I am taking pi? Because the base is pi, so I am creating the number in the powers of pi. Now we can see here. Now if I apply log base pi all the three sides, log base pi, pi square, log base pi 12, log base pi, pi cube, inequality will not change. This I have told you because base is greater than 1. It is 2. It is our number. And it is this. So I can say that our number lies between 2 and 3. So B, C, D are correct. So first answer which I got correct was from Sai Supritha. Very good, beta. Very nice. And after then, many more students have given the correct answer. पहली इक्वेशन कहां से मिली? This one you are talking, Sayyid? This I have created by myself. And what comes नहीं सर इससे पहले. Okay, look at this beta. If I take it to numerator, I'm getting log 2 base pi, log 6 base pi. Now I can club them, log m plus log n formula, you can get log mn. Now we have to create inequality by identifying at in between what powers of pi this 12 is lying. So I can check that this lies between pi square and pi cube. That's how I got the answer. So Supritha got the correct answer first. Very good. Okay, Yashwant, I'm saying again. Look at this. What I'm saying, trying to say is log 2 base pi look at this. This was in denominator. I have changed it to numerator by using the property, and I can write it as log 2 base pi plus log 6 base pi. I can write it as log 12 base pi. Now base is pi, so number should be in power of pi. Then we can easily evaluate. So pi square, we know it is around 9.8. Pi cube is around a very large number, 30 point something. So I can say that 12 line between pi square and pi cube. So if I take log all the three sides, I'll get the inequality same, no change in sign. So this value is 2, this value is 3, this value is lying in between 2 and 3, 2 point something. So this value is less than what? This and this. I hope it is clear to everybody. Because I know that pi square is 9.8 and pi cube is, you are multiplying 3 point something 3 times. It will exceed 27. So it will be larger than 12 now. Now I hope it is clear to everybody. No, tomorrow logarithmic inequalities won't come. Don't worry. Okay, all right. I'm rubbing this. I hope you all have written this. Now, Doing a variation, I'm giving you one another problem. Let's see who will give the answer first. Correct answer first. Okay. So beta, let's write down the problem. Question is 5 power log base 1 by 5. 5 power log base 1 by 5. Writing it more clear. 5 power log base 1 by 5 into 1, and number is 1 by 2, plus log base root 2 4 upon root 7 plus root 3 plus log base half under root 21. So question is 5 power, write the question very clearly. Question is 5 power log base 1 by 5 half plus log base root 2 4 upon root 7 plus root 3 plus log base half 1 upon 10 plus 2 root 21. Let's see who will again give me the correct answer. We have to find the value of this summation. It can be in root, no matters. It is not necessary to be an integer. It can be in root, it can be the fraction or anything. When I will see 7, 8 correct, when I will see around 10 people answering this question, then I will tell the answer. So by giving this problem, just I want to convey that if you see problem like this in which there are so many logs or so many terms having root, fraction, then how to proceed? You don't need to panic. Just go step by step and solve. Take your time. Let's see who will give me the correct answer first. Okay, I got the answer from Mohammad Ayan. Okay, I'll not tell whether it is correct or not, beta. Let others also give the answer. When I'll get 10-15 answers, then I'll tell the correct answer. Okay, till then check your answer, Mohammad Ayan. Got answer from Ayan and Pawan. Both are different answers. Vaishnavi has given the answer. Akshay has given the answer. Syed Abdul has given the answer. Hasini has given the answer. Many people are given.